Hi there. I know it's been a while. I just had a little bit of a crying deliverance because, well, I've been asking people for money for a year and a half now, maybe a year and 4 months. No, not, I don't know. I don't know how, like a year, okay? And every day I've learned many what people call life lessons, but beyond that, today, I learned from a quote and from a few videos that I watched to share a meal whenever I have it. So I have this video capability on my phone, and everyone does. So this is what I'm doing, I'm sharing my meal. I have always been a person reasonable to accommodate other people or the people next to me because that's just how I am. And I'm sure that people lose that need or want to give and share with others because we live in a very confusing, competitive world. And I think competition, I don't know much about it, but what I know now is that I want to give rather than keep for me or, yeah. So, or I'll put the quote that helped me here, right, right here, or down in the box. Comment section, video description box. But I've had an eating disorder since 2020. It was beginning around May. I met a guy. He was a handsome, beautiful guy. And when he invited me over to his house, he was young. How does he have a house and doesn't have? I mean, whatever. Everyone. I mean, who cares? He had one, has one, maybe had one. I don't know what happened during this recession that we had, but so we do everything we can to accommodate people and be happy that we are meeting someone new. And he gave me food. I ate a little bit because that was the first time. First of all, first time I was attracted to someone, and I didn't recall my trauma before. Everyone has trauma. Everybody in the whole wide entire world has that because of, we can call it original sin and the accumulation of the acts people do to get to the point where a predator chooses a target and wants their death and nothing more than that. They don't see the human being, they see a thing. So, what am I saying? Okay, the guy invited me over. He was handsome. I ate a little bit of the food. He made me wait in his car. Wait, no, no, no. I asked to wait in his car. I didn't want to go inside the restaurant with him, and he just ordered to go. And during that time, all seating wasn't available anyway, so it was always to go. But that's when I didn't want to eat it after we did stuff, and I didn't want to eat the rest of the food before I left because I thought in my head, I don't trust him. But it was an out of the blue or pattern. My brain didn't consider that this was the present moment. I guess my body and my instinct to protect myself was in the past, was stayed in the past. Because, look, there were holes or dips or inaccessible parts of my reason skill set that were um, there were facets of important facets, important abilities, important responsibility undertakings that I would have easily gathered and implemented into my life that people stole, majority men and majority the women who appeased these men, including my biological mom, including, the roots, the first friendships, the patriarchal followers of. I'm not saying men are bad. I'm saying that it's just the structure to siphon the energy, the creative. There are different powers, okay, but creative powers of feminine birth. So, anyway, those facilities were robbed from me so they could feed. It's like this corn dog. They saw my abilities and creativity as this fuel, this food, and they ate it by means of violent, strategic rapes, all this, because I didn't have the brain reasoning, my own philosophy, just as everyone walks around with their own. We live in the land of the free, so we develop that culturally, but I didn't because it was stolen from me. So this is a representation of what they thought, okay, of me. They just thought me as this would disappear eventually, and no one, and she would be just this stick that would be useless. So, and with my energy, they got up to whatever it is that they wanted, but whatever is built on a foundation that is against someone's being, against someone's life, that never works. Never works. Because have I done that? No. I just didn't. I had such a childlike innocence that I never honed the invite evil has to prey on another human being. That's because I remained a child inside my formation. And maybe I'm trying too hard to sound smart or some shit right now, but I'm just trying to explain the pain that I have before I eat. And a lot of these clients, many of these clients, don't deserve me because they have their 3 meals a day. They've never been without. They've never prayed. I'm not saying that I'm better, it's just that I'm in a different level, and they're very selfish. And dating sites, youngins, 30-year-olds, 25-year-olds, if they haven't been through anything, they look at me and say, she doesn't have the social capital. We don't want her. And when I did have the social capital, when I did have the social integration based on false demands that didn't elevate my soul, didn't put my soul into light. Everyone has a soul, or fragments of their soul that they can make bright. But I was liked better when I had everyone pleased. Visually, financially. I had more of a better credit score. People loved me, okay? And now I love myself, and that's not that reflected in society yet. So, yeah, I'm not complaining. People are generous. They have helped me so much. $10, $100, $200, $1,000, $2,000, free, and hopefully not a cost to them, at a cost, because I want to pay them back. I want them to have all the good in the world, the world has to offer. So, what am I saying now? Oh yeah, I cried because I was just happy that I finally had $15 more and I bought some food. And this is not the first time that this has happened where I'm grateful, but today it reminded me of when I was in a camper LA, somewhere around LA, but the suburban part, more like, I was going to say, but like a country town in LA, okay? And I only had enough for uh, noodles. I only had 80 cents, and I bought noodles at the corner store. I came back with the noodles, and I had to walk 30 minutes there starving, 30 minutes back starving with the noodles. And it's not the first time that I have been frugal, okay? But it's because I'm not saying that I'm stupid, like I can't make money. It's just that the memories that were bubbling up to the surface, my body was like, hey, you're going to learn what happened to you, or else they're going to win. They're going to win. And I'm like, what? This didn't happen. I'm in denial. A human being born from a woman would never do that to another woman. In my head, I thought this. In my head, I said, hey, that's impossible. Well, just my luck. I was born into a family that robbed that reasoning out of my head for the band-aid to their plight, to saving face from social embarrassment, to saving face for people that didn't matter in the end. So, as an adult, or a to-be adult, a young adult, these guys saw that, and so they used it to their advantage, and they said, she will be stupid forever. And hear ye, look at that. She has no example in this futurist economy. So no example, no reference, so we're going to use her like this corn dog. And so they eat their 3 meals a day, they shit their 5 times a week. And here I am, healing with just a little bit of money, just a little bit of funds, but I'm doing it. Yeah, I would love to meet people like Drew Monson, okay? I think they're better and for my creativity. Or, Shane Dawson has had some bad choices. Let's see. I think he just wanted to push the envelope. What does pushing the envelope mean? I think he doesn't know he hurt people by infiltrating their minds, and those people right now might be severely homeless and raping to get their energy in this capitalist system. He didn't know how far the jokes went. Have a booger. Oh no. Oh yeah. I cried because before I walked to the store to get the food, the basic needs, I vomited a little bit with an empty stomach. And it's only the second time I've ever had to do that due to stress. When I'm starving, I'm scared to vomit because there's this nauseous feeling you get. But you need to listen to the nausea. You need to listen to it and vomit, whatever it is. It could be empty saliva. You need to vomit. It doesn't. It's a sign of letting something go. Letting an idea or belief that has run your system in a negative way that doesn't benefit you and doesn't benefit society. And so I think my theory is that we chase external happiness because we don't want to change our beliefs. I didn't. I wanted to justify every detail of a belief because, well, our beliefs are social glues.